say that something happens without the Lord having wanted it. First, remember that
Thank you, my viewers. I greet you all. Great Biafrans all over the world. The good sons and daughters of Igbo land. The good Anambra people and the rest of the states in Biafran land, currently still under Nigeria for now, pending 2nd of December, when we'll eventually make a historic departure from the state of Nigeria. Please, for you, the viewer, anyone who is watching me now, I am doing this particular video in response to the disheartening, the eyesore development that took place in Anambra State a couple of days ago. This is a state in the hands of a professor, very learned professor of economics, Professor Charles Soludo. He made a hail of promises to the people of Anambra. He said he was going to bring heaven on earth. The city of Hong Kong he's bringing to Newi. Dubai he is bringing to Onitsha. And to Oka he is bringing the city of London. And all of that, beautiful things he did say. Today, Anambra people are seeing hell. Anambra people are seeing shege. This is not because this man had always wanted to be like this, but this is because there is a political system, there is an atmosphere that encourages political rascality amongst political leaders in the Nigerian state. This immediately, those you think they are of goodwill, immediately they mount that office of authority. They began to manifest something you never ever imagined. A professor of economy, and Anambra is facing hardship. I am not being general here. I am narrowing the discourse down to the incident that took place in a village in Anambra State. What happened there? I am going to play the video here, but I will make sure I cut everywhere that will capture, so I don't violate the social media space policies, especially YouTube. Here in this scene that I'm about bringing forth, hundreds of lives were affected by a very negative fate, humanly caused. How? The Anambra State government that said it was coming to end toutism in Anambra State ended up empowering another dimension of toutism. The difference is that before now, the kind of touts in Anambra weren't accounting to the government of Anambra, and today The touts in Anambra are managed by the governor of Anambra State today himself. They make remittances to the state coffers. And to meet up with targets, they go about unleashing terror on the civil population. This particular incident speaks to what I am talking about here. The Soludo task force, made up of touts, went to blockade with lumps of trees cut down. They fell down trees, they used the lumps to barricade the road. A clear road where people, unknown to people, even where there is sharp bend, they barricade the road, and to a market square on a market day. Just like you have the ladies market in Hong Kong, in the city of Hong Kong. This market, like you have Pearl Market, like you have like a UE International Trade City. You have like maybe I'm just mentioning the popular markets in the Asian world. Like they have the Era City, the Era Market in Dubai. This is the same way we have this market, and they went to cause a major disaster because they want to make remittances to Soludo. As an individual, you can investigate, conduct your own investigation to that incident. Carry out your own incident investigation. You see why we cry. To become a political leader, you become a demigod. Nobody talks to you, nobody questions whatever you do. In the Nigerian atmosphere, nothing is accounted for. You operate absolutely in your whims and caprices, except for going to the caliphate, who now become the alpha and omega of Nigerian politics. Is that what we will continue? Do you know the kind of pains in the families of all these affected people? They caused a major disaster in a market. I said this market is just almost like the size of PL market in Hong Kong, like the baby market, or you also saw the ladies market in Hong Kong, in the Hong Kong city. This is no different like from the Siwu International Trade City in the city of Hong Kong. People were gathered, carrying out their normal transactions like it is done in the regular market, physical market. So you should imagine the number of affected persons. They check the casualty. Imagine in a market, the kind of market we operate in Africa, where you will see people so jam-packed within a particular setting due to government does not invest in the human environment. They don't invest in facilities. So these places will be so crowded, and the trucks now run on people in this place. Even people who were carried by the trucks itself. Some of them were sliced into two. I don't want to show that part of the video because it's no social media platform will tolerate it, because the policies are against such display. Soludo, this is the promise. This is all about it, and this is the reason all of you want to have Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, there, unless he is going to give up the struggle. I think I have a separate program for this. Soludo, all of you people who are supporting one Nigeria, is this thing I am relating here not happening in your own state? Governors do anything they wish. Like in a developed state, there should be questioning of what actually transpired. Many people will be held accountable for this act in a developed state. But because they want us to run an ancient, barbaric human environment where political leaders oppress like lords, where we have just emperors who work strictly according to their dictates, where the laws are the desires of the emperors. They want to become A and Amen. Whatever they say becomes final. Where they just want to be the only cock that crows around the city. If you have not seen this particular accident in Anambra, please do good to ask people around. If you have any Igbo friend, if you are not an Igbo, ask for the video, you will see it. I will just display the minor parts that might be permitted by the YouTube or the other social media policies. Otherwise, they will not allow it to fly. This is what they want to continue. That is why the Anambra they call Peter Mba wants to make sure that this system is sustained at all costs. That is why you hear Dave Omai, who was the former Ebonyi governor. That's why you hear Nyesom Wike and the rest of them want to have the system sustained. That is the only system that will ensure a poor man before becoming a political office holder, overnight, owning almost a city all to himself, and nobody questions it. Because the person that is succeeding him also have the plan of doing his own, will not be able or strong enough to expose him to the last, unless to shake the predecessor. If they are having different political effects of, can only threaten that one a little. They may say, court, I will open up this one, open the can of worm. At the end of the day, you don't see them doing anything. They will not open. Because the one currently in office is having the intention of stealing his own. You see little emperors here and there. Now you are no more human being before them. Soludo, why? After all your study, after all the town hall meetings you gave, pointing to how the Igbo people have been oppressed and how even the Nigerian state refused to carry out any of the 3 R's they promised. Today, you are one of them championing a ceasefire on agitation for a Greek gift of a release of our supreme leader. Of the release of our supreme leader. The man who represents good intention of the overwhelming population of your race. All of you want to get him, out of. Please, before we continue, please don't go to watch what is happening. Then, if you hear Igbo, you hear the people recording this at the scene themselves, recording what really transpired, what happened, what caused the disaster. Then, if you watch the hospital where these people were packed in bags, you will come to terms with the reason for our quest for freedom and emancipation of the Biafran population. Please do good to listen.
Coffee melon everywhere. The place like that. The buying. Go no where for yeneme. Everywhere. Then I am the buying. Mr. Governor Yadafu. Coffee yemen are buying. Wale ko ta ke si we ta ka mali age mi a aya awun si gopo ni se nda agbolo everywhere aya awun si go nda agbolo nda agbolo ifo ka nde ma ya sa musia everybody men made ndi munta awun no pa the other side ni no this side and da futalo ma ye ni ni iko nde ba yin that they came market day and the Indian man has that they came market day ndị otu Soludo ndị agboro tinye n'ụzọ bụ ihe bịara blọk tela wee fellow break wee gbusie mmadụ niile gbusie everybody n'ụzọ and that they came market day ebe ndị mmadụ na-azụ afịa nene ozu tobosi everywhere ne ozu tobosi ebe niile ndị agboro ndị tinye n'ụzọ n'ụtụtụ a ụbọchị eke ọ na-eke market day ka ọ na-eme ọ na-eke market day ibe ha mere ndị be anyị bịa fụrụ nụ ndị ọgbọ anwụchigokwe Mr. Governor working on it. Governor Soludo has to come and see all these things. It's product of the boys, Soludo boys. Those are in the markets, blocking the trailer. The trailer free break and crush a lot of them.
Okay, you are welcome back now. I think you can see this yourself. This is what really do happen almost in all our states. All our states. The other day, the Enugu State current Oluwalepitamba, those guys who are always stealing the people's mandate, who are not having the real people's mandate, they are all doing as they please. He went to Nsukka, in Nsukka, and he demolished a whole market. And they asked him, he said he was citing a project there. So a whole Enugu, as big as Enugu is, with their large landmark, he did not see any other place to site that project. A very big market, thereby wasting the taxpayers' money. That is what continues to happen in the Nigerian system. How do a people who want to have progress, how do a people who want to enjoy improved standard of living, who want to enjoy a modern civilized human society, want to remain in a society like this, where development, where progress is an impossibility? How do a people who really wish well for themselves want to remain in such a political arrangement, in such a human environment? Is that not an impossibility? It's an impossibility. You cannot want to maintain a damnable human environment and still want to. That is the same thing we say as calling, or we refer to as approbating, and at the same time reprobating. I want to take it. Oh, I want to let it go. Bring it, take it. You're saying the same two different things at the same time. These people that are forced together don't match in the first place. Everything is just forced. Progress is practically impossible in an environment like this, where some Western forces who refuse to work for themselves have decided that this is the way they make their own living. Is that what we will continue to hear? Oh, it's accident here. Oh, the governor is not in good terms with Chief Ajete. Because of that, Chief Ajete's hotel is out of the state urban planning. And the next thing is that a bulldozer is sent there to crush the building. In this perilous time, in this hard time, where it is so difficult to even gather any little money, and the people who manage to have one or two things erected, the government in place feels they are not in well with this kind of people with these properties, goes out to destroy them. Is that how you want to make the progress? What kind of progress are you going to make in such a dead, very dead human environment? I don't want to take your time much. This is Soludo. I am using Soludo now as a point of reference, as a point of reference, or he is just a replica of his contemporaries. This is what all of them just do. This is what they just do. And the pleasure in doing this, causing pain, agony amongst their population, pays in these trying times. Chief Ajete said, oh, that hotel, it is not in the urban plan. Oh, that is building, because it is Chief Ajete. And the worst of it all is that Soludo, the Anambra governor, will send his task force, this group of touts, to go to markets in these trying times, to the rural markets, to the markets that are located at the suburbs of the towns of Anambra State. Soludo will send the task force, these touts, they go there to snatch, to destroy these ordinary women, these local poor women in these villages. This one here now you will see is another eyesore. Soludo will send these men without conscience in this hard time. In this hard time, the world should understand what we are passing through. I am using Soludo here because I am particularly annoyed or angry towards the person of Soludo after his level of education, after his level of exposure in life. He is the one, as a doctor of economics, as a professor of economics, he should understand the level of pain the ordinary man and woman are passing through. the challenging of the time, the people's turbulence. There is hunger in the land. And these women that are selling these goods that are not up to $20, when you cost the whole goods they are carrying there, it's not worth $20. All in summary. And Soludo will have the mind. Sometimes these women are not paying tax. They want them to pay levy, pay tax from this little. And I wonder, Professor of Economics, was it not said that in a time when there is level of hunger, when there is level of inflation that is so very significant, that the government can weld in? Time comes when government steps in and ignore even certain burden on the masses, especially those below the middle class. I am trying to see if I can remember that the particular professor of economics that came out with that proposition. What's his name? Can I remember? Not connected to academics now. Look at Soludo, a professor of economics. You are destroying these ordinary people. Look at the people that you are destroying their goods. This is not just the first time. This is not the first time. You will look at these goods, these perishable goods. You allow your touts, they smash them, they destroy their little wooden table. This, you even look at the setting. Look at the market setting. Don't you have conscience at all? Soludo, don't you have conscience at all? I am mentioning Soludo here. Soludo is a saint when you compare him with his contemporaries. The Soludo I am now here mentioning is a saint when you compare him to the other group of Satanists that Nigerian politics, Nigerian political system allows against the will of the people to have access to positions of authority, to spearhead or to pretend over the populace affairs. Soludo is a saint when you compare him to the rest of the governors and the other ones in office in Nigeria. This is what it is. China in bringing Hong Kong, bringing Dubai, everything, bringing the city of London, bringing all to Anambra. This is how it is. A government, generally, a state where public opinion does not matter. It doesn't matter. Like all of these other people now who kick against our sovereignty, our call for independence, all of them, they are all attesting to the fact that the Nigerian judiciary now is a cash and carry. The program I did yesterday referred to it, for instance. They are all now crying that it's cash and carry, including P2B. At least the prominent among them is P2B. It's a cash and carry. But okay, allow people to go. But no. Dissolving Nigeria, that one is not attainable. Don't just go there. Why? Because all of them still have the intention of manipulating or eating or also stealing. The only difference is that some are smart, that they cover their traces very well, and they tell you go and verify, and you go, you don't know what to see, what to verify. And others are a complete set of lunatics who doesn't even know how to even pretend. Pilferers, broad daylight pilferers. YouTube, help us project this message, this gospel of truth. Let the world know what is happening, what ordeal our people are passing through. Help us, YouTube, Facebook, whatever is your own platform name. Help us amplify our voices. Let us be heard. Let the world know what we are passing through. I know the Western Europe are not all wicked. Those of them who are occupying position of authority, a good number of them can be, but I know the Caucasians are not wicked people. They have a lot of good-hearted people among the Caucasians. That it appears that some principalities and powers and witches and wizards are occupying certain positions of authority, that does not go to condemn the people, because they are good-hearted people. The Americans are very good people. If there are some people who are in the left wing that decide to act in a particular manner, it is all up to them, but that doesn't go to condemn these people. So let our voices be heard. The Russians are good people. The Israelis are good. The Arab world are good people. Unless for those who want to use religion to champion terror. Those who want to go outside. At least we know some of those Arab nations that are very wonderful. We know them. They are very wonderful. At least Burkina Faso is one of them. I think they are part of the Arab, or are they not? I don't know. The Africans, okay, but okay, United Arab Emirates, at least for sure, 100%. Let the world hear of our ordeal. Let the world hear of our ordeal. Turkey used to be a good place. Don't know how Erdogan is now, having a touch of sympathizing with people who believe in unleashing mayhem at others. I don't know why he is sympathizing. So let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. This is it here. You can hear the plight. You can hear the plight of these poor women. Some of them are poor widows who have no man in their lives to support the children, to support the family, who have no helper whatsoever. These are the people that the government of Nigeria allows. Let's go over. Thank you. Dodirono Omo Biafra, Omo Chineke, Dodirono. Biko Basara no Mozia, Tusania, Biko Ina Tusaki ne Biakana like button. Please click on the like button, click on the share button, and also drop your comments. This is Akpan Asoko from Biafra Radical Freedom TV. We are doing what we need to do. You have to join us now with your support in whatever capacity, but don't just sit on the fence. Make sure you are supporting whatever we are doing in your own capacity. We are supposed to be speaking a different language as the next year approaches, because from December we are determined to end all this so that there will be less complaint. So thank you till we see again in the coming program. Thank you. Welcome.